Good morning, class 4. I am your SST teacher and welcome back to your SST class. Student, today we are going to solve another worksheet from the chapter Key Elements of a Map. As you can see, the title of the worksheet says Agricultural Map of Pakistan. If you remember, I told you that we can make different types of map. An agricultural map is a map that tells us about the types of the crop or the plants that we can grow in different parts of our country. If you look at this worksheet carefully, you will see an agricultural map of Pakistan is made here and a key is made here. This is the key. In this key, they have explained the different colors. Every color has a different meaning. For example, green color in this map means forest. Wherever there are green colors, it means in these area forests are found. Similarly, there are other colors like this orange color means small trees or open shrubs. Open shrubs mean trees that are smaller than the big trees. Then the yellow color stands for small or desert vegetation. Vegetation means plant, small plants. Here in the Gilgit-Baltistan, then in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Balochistan, Sindh, we can find small sized plants. The green color stands for rice. If you look at it carefully, you will find out in which areas of Pakistan rice are grown. In some areas of Punjab, and then most of the rice are grown in Sindh. This wheat, this color stands for the wheat, and you can see that this area of the Punjab, Upper Punjab, is the area where we can grow wheat in Rabi season. And then the crop in the Kharif season. There are two seasons. One is the Rabi season, another one is the Kharif season. Rabi seasons is the season that falls during the winter time period, and cotton is grown in the Kharif season. There are basically two seasons, and in both of these seasons we grow different types of the crop. And where F is written, it means this is the fishing area, obviously. Our coastal line where there is Arabian Sea, in that area people they use the fishing as a mean of earning. And this is the compass rose. You can see that in the south of Pakistan we have Arabian Sea, and then in the north of the Pakistan we have our Gilgit-Baltistan and Kashmir, which are also known as our northern areas. The questions are given here. In which province is most of the wheat grown? We have seen it's Punjab. In which provinces is the cotton grown? The same area in which we grow the wheat in Rabi season, in the same area we grow cotton in the Kharif season, which is Punjab. Where is the cotton grown more? If you look at this map, you will find out cotton is grown in Punjab and then in some areas of Sindh too. And it is evident that most of this cotton is grown in Punjab. A large area of Punjab is used to cultivate cotton and wheat. The next question is, in which sea is fish farming done? Pakistan has a sea and its name is Arabian Sea, Arabian, Arabian Sea, which is located in the south of Pakistan. Which two provinces border the sea? Let us have a look. Here are those two provinces, Sindh and Balochistan. They have border with the sea. In which province is the most desert vegetation? Okay, let us have a look at the map. Gilgit-Baltistan is the northern area. It is not the desert kind of area, so we are going to rule it out. The remaining two areas are Balochistan and Sindh. So the Balochistan, which is also a plateau, and the land here is barren, and the land is not very fertile because of certain reasons. This area has the most of the desert vegetation, so please mention it here. Balochistan. Which two provinces have more forest area? Our northern areas have more forest. Some areas of Punjab, Gilgit-Baltistan, you see, they have more provinces, and then in some areas of Sindh there are forests. Which crop is grown the most? Let us have a look at this agricultural map. Look at the color. Which color occupies the largest area? And then match the color from the key. You will find out the answer. In our country, the crop that is cultivated on a very large area is the wheat and cotton. Please solve this worksheet, and in case of any difficulty you can always ask me. Thank you so much, students. Today we have completed our chapter Key Elements of Map. I hope you have done all of the work and nothing is missing from your workbook. If you are having any difficulty in this chapter, please do let me know. Thank you and take care.